If your body won't relax, it's not because you're broken. It's because you've been in survival for too long. That resonates with you. I'm Leslie Irvis. I'm a registered dietitian. I'm a personal trainer, and I'm a nervous system expert. And I myself felt broken and like my body would never slow down or relax. If you're trying so hard, it's okay. Tell yourself right now you're not broken. You've just been surviving for too long. So I do this work. It's why almost every midlife woman I work with, I see them, they're holding it all together. They're putting it all together while it seems like no matter what, it's quietly falling apart inside and a little bit outside. I love to think about Kate Winslet in the movie The Holiday, where it's finally that moment where, she gives the guy Jasper her present, and then they walk out of there and he walks one way and she walks the other. And before you know it, he's on stage announcing he's engaged. And everyone is applauding loudly in the background, but they fade to just her in this heavy breathing of trying to hold it together inside. I know what that feels like. I'm going to share a few stories with you today of just how this is happening. So if you feel at all like this is your permission to watch this to the end, get some tools that will help you. And at the end, I'll have a call to action for you to go even deeper in this. If you're wondering why I'm talking so slowly, it's because most of the time when you go to a live video or when you watch somebody here to provide you information, including myself, they talk super duper duper really, really fast and they want to give you all of the information right away. And that's a little bit of their nervous system responding. But the truth is, when we slow down our words, it can actually signal to our body it is safe and our body can start to relax. So if my tone of voice gives you a slight reason to want to cry, it's okay. I know what that feels like. And occasionally I might cry too, because I know what it feels like to be broken. I know what it feels like to constantly be in go mode, doing, achieving, and holding and suppressing. It's a lot. I've lived it. I have over-exercised to the point of 4 hours at a time, trying to exercise away what I felt was going in my body. I've extreme dieted, trying to get my body to lose weight in ways that I thought were possible. I've formed a back infection in my back due to the stress of leaving my hometown. I've had a cyst on my vocal cords, which has caused me to have a surgery. And there are times when I can't say no. I'm a people pleaser and a perfectionist. And I love to be in this state of I have to say yes because everyone else is counting on me. And I don't want to let them down. God forbid I say no for my own self, right? It's one of those moments of like, me saying no will cause them harm, right? But the truth is, when your body is telling you no, it is so vitally important that you say no. When you say yes because your mind tells you, but your body tells you no, it gets stored in your body. And that's what it feels like. So you're not broken. There are tools that can help you to heal. It's possible for you. And as my tears bubble up to the surface, it's because I know what it feels like to be a midlife woman with more on her plate than she sometimes knows how to handle. But through these tools I teach, it's amazing to watch women use digestion codes and somatic healing work that I teach in my programs to release the survival. The tears are a sign you're moving out of survival. You're moving out of fight or flight, and you're allowing your body to be. So I want you just to do me a favor and take a deep breath. Water if you need it. As I want to just discuss a little bit about what survival mode is. Most of us are living in survival mode and we don't know it. So way, 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 way long ago, we created parts of our nervous system. And I've shared this multiple times, but in this book called Anchored, she actually talks about the three pieces to our nervous system. And it's really helpful to see. So we have three pieces of our nervous system. We have what's called our ventral vagal, our sympathetic, and our dorsal vagal. And the dorsal vagal was created first. I want you to think about this as being like that. I'm going to play dead so my prey won't eat me, right? This was our first nervous system response. This was actually found way, 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 way back in fish that would lie dormant to not get eaten by something else, a predator. That is a part of us. This is freeze, functional freeze. I want you to think about this as, I don't want to do this anymore. Why am I even trying? What is the point? It's like this give up on the inside of like, go do whatever you want. It's not going to matter what I say or do. That is your dorsal. And then you move up, and a few billion years or whatever after that, we created the sympathetic nervous system, which is our fight or flight. So this is when fish started to actually swim away faster or figure out other ways to fight or flight against their prey. And we hold this too. The thing is that we are constantly fighting, flighting, freezing, or fawning, which is make sure everybody else is okay but ourselves. I want you to think plane crash landing and the oxygen mask come down, but you put your kids on first because they have to go first. But they literally tell you, you have to go first before your kids. Every time I've heard them say that, I go, well, I'll do my kids first. I know now I have to do mine. But it's hard, especially when you're so used to people pleasing and saying yes for others. So that fawn, that freeze, and up to fight and flight. Fight and flight is what you feel when you read your to-do list, when you notice how dirty the house is, when you notice all the stuff piling up, when you notice how chaotic things are, when your children are fighting on top of you trying to cook dinner, and you're trying to cook dinner and you're trying to listen to something and you're trying to do all these things and everything is happening and your nervous system is crashing. So you're fighting or flighting. When you yell at your kids, it's fight or flight. You're yelling back because you don't know how to tame your own system. It's so normal. And yet we make ourselves feel bad. And then as we move up to the last piece, the ventral vagal, that is the piece that allows us to feel in our body, to be in our body, to heal our body, and to develop the strength in our body. All of these systems are important. They're all vital. They are all needed, okay? They were all here because the reason why we have fight, flight, freeze, or fawn is so we can stay protected. It was designed to get us away from the tiger in the woods. But the thing is that the tiger is no longer in the woods. The tiger is right here. It's our to-do list. It's the little black box you're looking at me on. It's the computer you're watching this on. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. And until you know these tools of how to reset your nervous system, fight, flight, freeze, or fawn will run your life. And I know this. And I'm feeling the tears come up again because I know what it feels like to not know the way out. To not know the way out. That's why I became a nervous system expert, to learn all of this. And our nervous system doesn't do logic. So when we talk about mindset work and people are like, I really do the mindset thing, it doesn't matter. The brain can think one thing, but the body controls the rest. Why? Because your vagus nerve, which runs from basically your intestines up to the top of your brain, is the thing that does the work. However, only 20% from the brain makes it to the body, and 80% from the body makes it to the brain in communication. So even if the brain is thinking one thing, the body is thinking something else. And it's impossible to logically tell the body, listen, there's no tiger in the woods. It's just a to-do list. Your body's like, oh, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go do these things, we gotta do these things. Oh my gosh, we gotta do these things. Like, go, 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 go. And sometimes that's why you yell, you get mad, you get angry. And that's sometimes why when you have that energy, you have to move it, and moving your hands and just like, oh my gosh, I've got to move this energy, or like punching a bag or something like that, or taking a walk and moving this energy, getting it out of your body is so vital, because if you can get it out of the body, it's no longer controlling you, and then you won't yell at the, you can get it out, you can let it go, you can release it and let it be. It's possible, right? So your nervous system can't respond to logic. This is why we do somatic work. This is why I have the nervous system reset. This is why when people work with me, it's digestion codes and nervous system work and somatic work, because we cannot think our way to safety. We have to feel it. We have to signal it to the body. So let's do this right now, okay? So on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, I want you to think about how your body feels. Okay, actually, let's do something better. I want to show you how this works, okay? You need to stand, okay? I'm not going to stand, so I stay within this video, but you need to stand. I want you to point your fingers straight out ahead of you, okay? And then I want you to move your arm, whichever direction it needs to go, until you can't move any further, okay? With both of your feet planted or whatever, without falling over. Okay, I want you to point. So you're gonna point forward, and whichever arm it is, if it's your right arm, you're gonna go to the right. If it's your left arm, you're gonna go to the left and go as far as you can go. Okay, this is what is gonna be your baseline. See, your angle of how far you go can only be based on your nervous system regulation. So maybe you can't go that far without falling over. That's okay. Okay. Now I want to do one simple, easy technique. Okay. You're going to take your hands. Okay. This is something called havening. Okay. You're going to feel your palms together. And I just want you to take one of your hands down. I want you to think, my fingers are touching my fingers. My fingers are touching my palm. My fingers are touching my palm. My fingers are touching my palm. I'm moving my fingers, and now the back of my fingers are touching my palm. The back of my fingers are touching my palm. My fingers are meeting. My fingers are meeting. My palms are touching. My palms are touching. My palm is touching the back of my hand. My palm is touching my fingers. My palm is touching my fingers. My fingers are meeting. My fingers are meeting. My fingers are meeting. My palms are meeting. And slowly just think about what it feels like for one palm to touch the other, one hand to touch the other, your fingers to touch. So simple. I feel my finger touch the other finger. I feel my hands touch each other. I feel into my body, slowly and steadily. You can continue to do this if you feel so, but that same hand you took, standing still, take your finger, point it straight out, and now go and see how far you can go, completely balanced. And come back. Were you able to go further, less, or neutral? Doesn't matter what the result is, but do you see the change? As you saw me, I could only go to here, and then I could go to here. Why? Because I cultivated safety. My body, not my brain, knows if I can do this, even though the tiger, the to-do list, the phone is still here. There is no tiger in the woods. I'm safe. That cultivation of safety signals to your body, oh, it's safe. I can relax. Now, the first time you do this, you might be like, well, this is nothing. That woman online was shaking and doing all of these things. That does not reset. While it does remove, okay, because think about it, when I said all that energy and like I got super over the top, I had to move that energy. That helps me to move the energy, but it doesn't shift and signal safety. See, when you want to reset, you want to signal safety. And the more and more and more you signal safety, every single second of every single day. Every time you do one of these activities, okay, I list out a ton of activities inside my nervous system work course. It is 27 US dollars. It is life saving. There are tons of techniques in here that can reset your nervous system, can help you go from so much to do to like, oh, I've got this. I've got this. And these techniques that use over and over and over, the link is below this video. Please feel free to grab it. And that $27 video will change your life. It will really change your life. They change mine every day. I do multiples, okay? I'll give you one more, and that is orientation, which we're gonna do here in a minute. But see, when you can do that and you can signal safety, you literally signal to your body that it can continue to go. It's a reset. The more and more you do that, the more and more the vagus nerve is okay, the more and more you're calm and clear and confident. It's possible. It's absolutely gloriously wonderful. Okay. So, one more thing you can do to signal safety, I love this, and to just like bring yourself back in is orientation. Okay. So, what I've included so far is just one little piece of what I teach inside the nervous system course. I also do this really in depth in my Have It All Mastermind, which I will link below as well. But I'm going to be doing a very long version of this where you get to work through something that's really important with you in a 60-minute live video on Zoom. My somatic healing workshop, really, it allows you to go in and heal yourself from within. I'm going to use these techniques and many more to help you achieve what you're looking for. Below this, you'll find the link to that somatic course. It is $40 in honor of my 40th birthday. And so I would love to have you join in honor of my 40th birthday and helping 40 women to do this and to start cultivating safety. So you can join me inside that. Okay. Your body has been whispering, I want to feel safe again. These are your next steps. Now, orienting. As you think, okay, $27, $40. But Leslie, what about the state of the world? What about that? What about it? Let's root and ground. All I want you to do is feel your feet connected to the floor. I want you to even move your feet. If you're sitting, like really feel the floor. Like, is it smooth? Is it dirty? Is there cat hair? Do you need to vacuum? That's okay. Just feel it. Let it all in. There's no reason to think about that. And just cultivate safety. I am rooted and safe on the ground in this chair. I'm rooted and safe on the ground and in this chair. I'm rooted and safe and on the ground and in this chair. I'm rooted and safe to the ground and in this chair. I'm rooted and safe and grounded in this chair. It seems so small. I remember doing this for the first time and being like, this is so dumb. And now just that one little shift and I can be like, I'm safe and there's nothing to worry about. You are not broken. You're a woman whose body has been protecting her. It's really time to thank your body and show it what safety feels like again. So I encourage you to grab the link below for $27 and start healing your nervous system right now, and to join the somatic workshop that I have going on the 22nd of this month. Even if you can't make it, doing the live video later and on repeat will really help you to cultivate safety and feel like yourself again every single day. So if you're struggling with this, I encourage you to grab those videos. Of course, please like, share, and subscribe here. Send this to all of your friends and welcome them to join you, because the more we can be in safety with one another and in community, the better off life is going to be for all of us. I will see you on those videos. Bye for now.